guys, welcome back to another episode of Growing Wild Farm and Garden. I'm Roxanne and I normally want to encourage you to grow wild and plant something. So, on to the video! Alright, so today's video is all about disappointments in the garden. We all have them. We have them probably every year, and if you don't, awesome. I'm proud of you. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, you should be proud of yourself. Or you're a master gardener. That's cool too. I am not. I am still learning after this many years. I'd say, so I started around when I was 13. I'm 32. That's nearly 20 years, right? Right?
I think right? 22 years maybe?
My math is terrible, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I was actually coming out here with my kiddo, Luther, who is joining me for this video a little bit. And not so much him, I wanted to talk a little bit about my garden disappointments. So,
I don't really have any. I don't really work in the garden that much.
He's still learning, guys. Just he'll get there. We all know he'll get there.
I'll get to a super pro someday.
Maybe. I'd love to see
I'll be
that.
Rich one day.
Maybe I'm raising a master gardener.
Who knows?
So we came out here and we were actually just taking a look. I was trying to see if there was anything to harvest. And let me show you the peppers that sort of sparked the idea for this video.
This is Aeg Dolce. And
look at how ugly. Guys, look at how sad. And actually, I'm standing over here. Okay, look. Here's a pepper that fell off. Here's another pepper that fell. Oh my gosh, there's actually quite a few peppers that fell off. Oh no! There's more than I actually thought. There's like a whole handful of these tiny babies that fell off. Okay, well, so here's my Aeg Dolce peppers. I have 2 plants, and we have not gotten a frost yet, but it got down to 34. And I mean, I know that I have a tiny microclimate in this area in my tiny garden, and it lost all of its leaves. This one over here with all the peppers that literally fell off on the ground, it didn't lose all of its leaves as fast as this one did. This one has produced no peppers for me at all. And it's the first time I've ever grown this pepper, so I didn't know what to expect anyway. But I was really kind of hoping with all the flowers I saw that I'd get a lot more peppers than I did.
at least one.
Well, I got 2. And now I've got all these green ones. And I'm letting these stay on the stems. You can see there's still a few. I'm trying to let those just turn red. You can see here, this is my Aeg Palange, and it has plenty of peppers still on it that are turning red, and they're doing great. There's still leaves on it.
Yeah.
But this one, it definitely did not like the cold.
Here's one that's a little ripe.
Yeah, I just picked all the ripe ones off, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to let those get a little darker.
Yeah, there's like 2 that are ripe.
But for our number 1 disappointment in the garden, Aeg Dolce pepper.
Yeah. And it's a tree.
It is like a tree. And okay, before all you pepperheads get on to me about something I may have done wrong or asking me all these random questions about all the things that, guys, I don't know. I'm not a pepperhead. I don't grow hot peppers. This is not a normal thing for me. And I know that a lot of you are like, Aeg Dolce is not a hot pepper. Okay, guys, I get it. I get it. But some of these are like the hottest peppers I've ever grown. I've got an Aeg Lemon Drop over there, and those are pretty dang spicy. In fact, I was in the garden the other day and videoed a little bit of me like biting into one that I'll put right, I'll split the video right now. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys. You don't need to take a bite, just lick the pepper. If you're determined you're gonna taste this one, lick it. We're not a hot, spicy household.
Alright.
I've got the spiciest taste buds. Just lick it.
Nice.
Just keep waiting for it. Oh, there it goes. Oh.
Nice.
Nice?
Yep.
Take a bite then. Go ahead, take a little nibble.
No.
Take a nibble.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah. So that was my reaction. And his reaction. And those are a little bit I mean, my spice tolerance is freaking sriracha, guys. I'm working on it, okay? But normally I eat sweet peppers.
Yeah. And my reaction was that
He didn't even seem to mind.
nothing's happening.
I made him lick it. I didn't make him eat it.
You made me eat a little small
But a
sliver.
tiny piece.
Yeah.
Even with the ribs and the seed, like I didn't change anything. I mean, you probably saw in the video. But anyway. Anyway, guys. So my first disappointment.
We will put taste testing video right here.
If you guys like the taste testing videos, let me know because, I mean, he's all about it. He doesn't mind.
Yeah. I like it.
So the first disappointment this year was definitely
The Aeg Dolce.
the Aeg Dolce. I'm actually pretty sad. I was expecting a nice mild, kind of spicy pepper. I mean, I was expecting a mild pepper, really,
Mama,
honestly.
I think a fly went in my mouth.
Okay, so let's move on to our next disappointment in the garden.
Yeah. This is the fuzzy peach tomato. It is right over here and right here.
Yeah.
I don't really know what this is.
That's supposed to be the Brad's Atomic Grape, but if you follow me on Instagram at Instagram/Growing Wild Farm and Garden, you know that this is not Brad's Atomic Grape. It is a cross of some sort, or else it has turned into the parentage of whatever Brad from Wild Boar's Farm decided to make it out of. So back to the fuzzy peach.
Yeah.
So here's a fuzzy peach. So all of mine only got, oops, see, it's ripe. All of these only got about this big. Not very big. They're like a really big, and see, even, I got some insect damage. They're like a really big cherry, but they taste like an acidic tomato.
Yeah.
So let me turn the camera. So these guys taste like what I would consider an average tomato, but they're very like acidic. They're very, I won't say fruity, because they're not really fruity. I was expecting fruity, but they've got this fine hair, which is kind of fun. I mean,
Yeah.
if you are a tomato grower and you just kind of want to find some fun varieties, a fuzzy peach tomato is actually kind of fun. It's small, it's not a full size.
Yeah.
It's yellow when it's ripe, maybe even a dark yellow and maybe even a little bit of orange whenever it's like super ripe. This one's just yellow.
Yeah.
And all that I've ever tasted is like a tangy, acidy flavor. All the other tomatoes that I actually really enjoy are sweet because I just really like sweet tomatoes, but I actually have a favorite, which is a pineapple tomato. In fact, I know it's not, I can't say that it's a disappointment in the garden because it actually came back this fall and is doing amazing. So
Yeah, but it has been a disappointment for like last year.
it was okay, so I planted everything in spring, and at first I really thought it was disappointing. It didn't produce that well. The taste, honestly, I didn't know what I was looking for, so I wasn't a fan, but let me show you what it's doing now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, if you've been following the channel or even our Instagram, you can see this giant mass is our pineapple tomato that I gave a big haircut to at the beginning of, I don't know, late fall, I guess. And I wanted to show you because it has so many fruits now that it never did this spring. Like, I'm serious, there's fruits everywhere. There's another one, few. There's more back behind here. I'll go around. Like, look. So many tomatoes. So many tomatoes. So I know this was all about my disappointments, but honestly, I'm probably going to grow that tomato again because for the last 2 weeks, since it got cold and the thing survived, we went to 34, guys. I went to 34. These plants are beautiful. They never had any problems. I've sliced them up and used them with mayo and tomato sandwiches, and I've been in love. I've been in love. So I'm going to grow these again. I've already saved some seeds, and I'm super excited about all the tomatoes that are still there. I'm just hoping that the frost, the real frost, holds off a little longer. So that's not necessarily a disappointment. Let's move on to other things that were a disappointment. All right, so this is our next disappointment of the garden this year of 2020. I grew coral bell peppers. I get most of my seeds from In My Gardener. You can see this one is okay, but if you want to check out it's tiny. And honestly, this is the second pepper off this plant. This plant has leaned over. It hasn't been very productive at all. And I'm not exactly excited at all. He's eating some chickweed out of the garden. Don't mind him. He's eating a salad. So
Basically,
the coral bell, I was actually kind of excited. I don't know why I was excited. I guess it was just the coloring I was excited about, but I grew a bunch of different peppers this year because last year I grew a bunch of tomatoes trying to figure out the ones we liked, and this year I wanted to grow a bunch of peppers to figure out what we liked. And in my house, honestly, we eat more bell peppers than we eat spicy peppers. In all honesty, I'm the only one that has a real spicy anything about it. However, we do want to try and grow more like jalapenos and things like that because we do enjoy a good salsa. We do enjoy a good pepper jelly. The coral bell pepper, though, I think I was expecting more from. It didn't give me but 2 fruits, and you saw the other one. I got 1, and then this other fruit that's just now ripening, and I'm not exactly impressed. I probably won't be growing this again. But honestly, guys, the only other thing that I was super disappointed in was the corn, and we've already taken that down, but I'll go ahead and show you that patch real quick. In fact, in summer, late summer, I was out here and a lot of my background was the corn patch. What?
I know.
He loves climbing.
I really do. Like, I like climbing all over here.
What kid doesn't like climbing on the playset? Anyways, back to what I was talking about.
Yep.
So,
Oh my god. Yeah.
the corn is down. We took it down.
I'm balancing.
We planted 3 varieties.
No.
There was Silver Queen, there was Peaches and Cream, and there was Golden Bantam Hybrid. And out of all 3, we managed to get a taste of all 3 just once. And of all of them, the Peaches and Cream tasted the best. We didn't get any Silver Queen. Silver Queen is like a white corn. We didn't get any of that. It didn't grow at all. Even though I swear I saw the plant growing, we got no corn. We got no ears from the Silver Queen. We got Bantam, a lot of Bantam. But from something I did, and I'm not sure exactly what yet, I still have to really read up on it. But based on something I did, our corn cobs were really small. They were about this big, maybe that wide. The first batch we got, maybe a little bit bigger. But we really didn't get enough to eat more than 1 meal. And that was kind of disappointing because I planted like 170 something plants. And I was really hoping to get 1 or 2 ears off each plant, and that didn't happen. I had to late and replant, and if you look back at my videos, I'll put them somewhere up there for you guys to check out. But definitely what I did not do is overseed. You need to overseed corn. You need to definitely put 2 or 3 seeds in each little hole so that you don't end up in the same problem I did, where I had to reseed and things were behind, plants were short, things didn't go the way they were supposed to go. But we did decide that Peaches and Cream corn was actually the best tasting, most flavorful out of all 3 that we tried. And I guess we must have had to have 1, because we definitely decided the Peaches and Cream out of all 3 were the best. I just didn't get any more than that. I didn't get more than 2 or 3 ears off that Silver Queen. And that could, I'm gonna take responsibility. That could be me. That could be something that we did. We've never really grown corn for us before. We've actually already expanded this patch by another, I want to say at least foot, maybe 2 feet actually. So next year we're gonna try again, but we're definitely just gonna plant Peaches and Cream. The whole row, the whole thing's gonna be Peaches and Cream, and I'm really hoping for some really great results. So guys, I mean, honestly, 4 disappointments out of the whole garden is not terrible, and it means that we're learning. It means that we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna learn something better for next year. For the corn, I'm gonna plant it a little further spaced apart. I watched a couple different videos on YouTube from a lot of different YouTubers. I watched In My Gardener. I think I watched Self-Sufficient Me. I'll link all of these guys that I paid attention to down below, just in case you're curious to see what I saw. And I'm gonna plant them in foot. So I'm gonna plant like a row of like 6 inches apart, and then a foot, another 6 inches apart, and then another foot, and 6 inches apart, etc. for the corn. For the peppers, I'm literally just gonna stick to maybe seeds from the volunteer that I collected. To be completely honest, it was so productive. I just can't, I couldn't compete with that. It was so productive. I want to plant more jalapenos next year because I know for a fact we love jalapenos. And I actually really like another pepper called Gatherer's Gold. If you guys know of any other peppers that maybe I'm just completely unaware of and they taste completely different, let me know in the comments because I'm totally happy to hear about those. But so far, guys, those are the disappointments in the garden of 2020. And I hope that maybe next year you find what you love, you keep gardening, and you keep it up, because that's all I wish for everybody. I hope that you have a great rest of your week. I am so glad that you joined me for today, and I hope that we will see you the next time.
Swing!
Until then, guys, I'll see you then.
I'm drawing my farm and garden.
Bye.